This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and continuing to catch up with stuff. In the news, we've had a lot of celebrities go batshit insane and do dumb shit. Some of these things people are supporting, which to me, I say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Others, people are not supporting so much, which I can't blame them for not. And it's funny because while I've been not doing stuff, I've listened to podcasts a lot, and I feel like the Look For It podcast, which you guys look for the Nerdpocalypse network of podcasts. There are a bunch of people who are mainly local for me in the Baltimore, Washington area. Shout out to them. I remember them doing a podcast saying once, maybe a lot of these people are bored out of their fucking mind, and maybe the pandemic is causing them to expose themselves as being batshit insane or out of their mind or something like that. Maybe that shit is true. I mean, for some it's not. Like Kanye, we all know Kanye goes on these fucking crazy rants. This man has needed fucking medical attention, or he's needed to continue his medication for eons, but he refuses to. I guess part of that's because it's the celebrity, maybe. And part of it is also African American culture, because I can go into a long rant in another video about African American culture and mental health issues and how we address them. But just to put it simply and quickly, that man needs help. He needs to be maintained. I don't excuse what he said, because what he said is just, a lot of that stuff is just fucking ridiculous, and he should know better in a lot of cases. But at the same time, there's something wrong with him, and he does need help. He deserves the fucking shame and criticism that he gets, but at the same time, I totally do recognize that this is somebody who needs some serious help. I think you could say the same thing for fucking Terry Crews, because Terry Crews has just been, well, in a way you can say the same thing for Terry Crews. I think Terry Crews mainly is based on stubbornness and willful ignorance due to that. He came out with the whole, I'm scared that Black Lives Matters will become Black Lives Better, which randomly out of nowhere, what? Well, we want Black lives to be better, so that's cool, but I get what he thought he was trying to say, is that he's scared that the Black Lives Matter movement was going to just be pushing for making black people better, I guess, than white people, which he sounds like a ridiculous white person who does not want to acknowledge that there's an actual issue. And I think that's what he doesn't seem to get, why people have issues with him, is that it comes off as one of those all lives matter type people who say that shit because they don't comprehend as to why people are actually saying that. Now, as far as the organization is concerned, okay. I get some people might have concerns that they may make a more militant turn and all that. But at this point in time, why are we focusing on that? Why are we not focusing on the actual message of the terminology, which is Black Lives Matter? And I think that's where he also seems to be ignorant, is that he doesn't realize that it ain't about pushing the Black Lives Matter group. It's about pushing the idea that in this society, black people and their lives have meaning. And that too many times we see that there are situations that arise, like George Floyd, like Sandra Bland, like Breonna Taylor, where the killing of black people is such a just matter of fact meh type thing to society, where it's just okay, it's fine that we ran up into this house with a no search warrant and you know, the response that they got was somebody shot because they thought somebody was breaking in the house because they didn't announce themselves. They didn't acknowledge who they were. Dude scared. Somebody kicking in your fucking door, like rushing your room. There's no acknowledgement of that understanding. And what did the police do? Instead of like announcing themselves after the first shot, they just started wailing like his room with bullets and riddle her body with bullets. Improper, you know, like, where's your training? What the fuck is wrong with you? George Floyd, all those motherfuckers kneeling on him. Dude kneeling on his neck. You know he can't breathe. He's telling you he can't breathe. Why do you need to kneel on his neck? He's in handcuffs behind his back. He's on the ground. It's for you motherfuckers. Why? You know, things like that. Just it's a lack of respect for you as a human being, as a black person. And that's what Black Lives Matter means. It's like, yo, treat us the same way you would treat other, like, you know, people. It's, in particular, your own kind, white people. They get the benefit of the doubt, like, in situations where they shouldn't. Motherfuckers pointing automatic guns in the face of the police and swinging machetes at them violently. Police don't do shit to them. You know, things like that. So, yeah. What are you talking about, Terry Crews? And so he gets mad that everybody calls him out for being stupid and being ignorant, which, as I've said all the time, if someone points out your ignorance, don't take that as a fucking slight, because we're all ignorant of something. We all don't understand and comprehend everything. So having ignorance is just common sense in life. And he seems to have, like, has an abundance of that. And every time he gets pointed out for that, he reacts worse. Like, after that, he was like, well, you need to worry about black lives. What about those 2 kids that got fucking shot? And, like, say their names. And it's like, we don't have to say their names, because we said the names of the people who fucking committed the crimes to the police. Those people were arrested a week before you decided to acknowledge that these 2 children were killed. What the fuck is wrong with you? You don't care about, you know, black on black crime or those kids' lives. It's only a beneficial argument to you. And this is like now, like the word coon. He does an acronym for the word fucking coon. He's talking about, like, you know, control our own negativity. Like, dude, what are you doing? You're a fucking moron. And like, he doesn't seem to get it, but he's so obsessed with being right. And I think that's what part of, like, the podcast I was saying was kind of say. It's like, these celebrities at the time are so obsessed with getting the attention that we're just like Kanye with the presidential thing. He just needs the attention to push his album. That's not the type of attention you need to do. Like, you're doing stupid things and you're encouraging people to follow weird fucking fucked up trains of thought just to gain attention for yourself. You know, it's counterintuitive to society. Like, stop it. Like, but a lot of these people, they just can't help themselves because they don't know how to handle life themselves, I think. And it's just sad because, especially with social media, you have to be careful on social media, because we're in a world where with social media you have a lot of people who don't know how to control themselves in seeking the attention or to be believed or to be right, or, you know, to be validated. And these people just encouraging more. I saw earlier this morning some dude talking about, like, what's your opinion of Dwayne Wade having his son dressed like a woman, and I don't need no PC answers. Well, you don't want a conversation, dude. All you want is to be validated for you not liking what he's doing, or you not agreeing with what he's doing. And I have a habit of looking through comments because I'm a sadist. Sorry. And he's just like, nah, you just don't want to talk about this shit. Why are you mad at me? And like, people are just coming at him saying, like, yo, you clearly just want to be right, and you're not really trying to have a conversation. He's talking about, oh, you just scared to talk. No, nobody's scared to talk about it. You clearly set the agenda to where you are going to dismiss anything that goes against what you believe. That's why you said that whole PC shit, because for you, PC is a negative connotation. And it says to me that anything that doesn't go against what you think should be the proper response is you're just going to label it as PC and dismiss it. You don't want a conversation. You never did. You just, because if continuing looking at the comments, it was clear as everybody who said shit that was pretty much in agreement with his feelings, he was positive about. But everybody else, he was dismissive and, you know, hostile towards, saying that, oh, you just don't want to be having a conversation. You know, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? What the fuck is wrong with y'all people? You know, and it's sad because celebrities help push this agenda because they get paid attention the most, and they can cause the most damage because of their popularity, sadly. And you know, hey, at the end of the day, they're giving their opinions, they're being who they're being, but they need to check that shit, especially with the attention seeking shit, because as an adult, you should be able to have a conversation and be able to be told that you're wrong without it boiling down to you going off on some like tyrannical rants like Terry Crews, and throwing blame and stuff like that. Like, if you were truly trying to have a discussion, you would be able to accept when somebody says that you're wrong. And if you don't agree with them, you will respond the way that you would, because, hey, I mean, I know for myself, if I disagree with somebody, I'm not going to sit back and argue back and forth if I think that they're wrong about how I feel. It's a waste of fucking time. You know, there's no need in me being defiant. Like, they can feel the way they feel, just like I can feel the way they feel. And I'll just accept the consequences of how I feel. That's another thing that I find out, especially with celebrities, that they cannot accept the consequences of their actions. Most people can't, but celebrities, I feel, are worse with it because I guess they have a lot more to lose, so that heightens that shit. Like, you know, Terry Crews, with all the things that he has in his career, it could fuck him over a lot. It fuck his money up. And so he's going to fight tooth and nail for that shit, I guess. But part of me is like, if you really don't know if this is going to fly right or not, why don't you take a moment, think like I do, like some of us do, and think about, is this what I want to say? Is this what I should say? And then check yourself and not say it and feel like, well, I have a right to say whatever the fuck I want to say. Sure, you do, but you also have the right to get repercussions brought towards you, which you're getting. So don't get mad if there's repercussions for some dumb shit that you say. And if you are as convicted as you are, you would be able to handle that, you know. But some of them can't. So I don't know. It's crazy. Trump has set, like, I guess, a bigger precedence for a lot of people because of his willingness to just lie and fucking try to manipulate what we think of what he says, knowing that his shit is dumb. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe everybody's starting to get too much Trump in them. But then again, it was like that before Trump, so hey, it is what it is. Anyway, as always, you guys, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Blak, Magus, and I'm out. Deuces.